Welcome, everybody.
All over, but the
And you thought it was going to be Putin's fault we get the warm fuzzies and an obnoxiously loud Geiger counter ticking. Nope, today's focus is on the one and only Kim Jong-un and his secret daughter. Well, actually mostly about ICBMs, the US trilateral response with South Korea and Japan, and the B1-B Lancer bomber deploying to the Asia Pac as tensions rise. Welcome to The Real Report. Subscribe to stay in the know. If you know, well, now you know. And like the video, discuss below in the comments any interesting thoughts or concerns. Now, of course, U.S. redeploys the B1-B Lancer bomber over Korea after the North fires powerful ICBM. Wow, really thought it was going to be another Russia headline today, but this one takes the cake. Tensions are again reaching a boiling point over the Korean peninsula. U.S. has redeployed a U.S. B1-B Lancer long-range strategic bomber there, which resulted in Kim Jong-un ordering a second number of ballistic missile tests in what's clearly becoming a tit-for-tat, while we have the weakest administration, I believe, in history. The U.S. Air Force's B-1B strategic bomber redeployed on the Korean peninsula from the Joint Chiefs of Staff, confirming it, and a number of fighter jets accompanying the 1B Lancer's flight, including F-35 stealth fighters. Bomber redeployment comes the morning following another threatening North Korean ICBM launch, that's intercontinental ballistic missile, for anybody who doesn't know, now you know, amid warnings from the Kim regime of fiercer military response to Washington. That's to come. Great. North Korean state media identified that it was a Hwasong-17 ICBM said to be capable of flying 9,320 miles, thus making it a significant threat and warning to the United States. Pyongyang accompanied the provocative ICBM launch with a severe warning invoking the prospect of all-out nuclear war. You know, just when I thought I could get a day off, of course, nuclear war headlines just had to come out. Kim Jong-un solemnly declared, if the enemies continue to pose threats, our party and government will resolutely react to nukes with nuclear weapons and to total confrontation with all-out confrontation, aka launch the great sun, nukes ahoy. Hwasong-17 is the strongest strategic weapon in the world. I don't know about that one. We'll let the CCP's media handle that one. Kim Jong-un just decided to reveal his daughter for the first time publicly at an ICBM launch. That was another strange occurrence. Let's take a gander at these photos here. All right. Interesting. What a lovely wish my father would have taken me to one of these. And of course, Japan feels increasingly under threat, given in recent past missiles have flown directly over the mainland. And of course, this was also reported on Al Jazeera. North Korea fires missiles, warns U.S. of fiercer military responses to come. Of course, the U.S. boosting its efforts and security presence in the Asia Pacific. The missile flew around 240 kilometers or 149 miles and reached an altitude of 29 miles. That's pretty tall. Some of the drills have involved Japan, U.S., South Korea, Japan held trilateral talks on the sidelines of the East Asia Summit in Cambodia. Don't you guys feel safer already? The U.S., South Korea, and Japan, they're talking. They're having meetings about meetings to meet later and have another talk about that meeting. So I assure you, we are in good hands. Biden, Yoon Suk-yeol, Fumio Kishida strongly condemned North Korea's unprecedented number of ballistic missile launches, pledged to forge still closer trilateral links in the security realm and beyond. They also warned Pyongyang against conducting a seventh nuclear test, with Biden reiterating that the U.S.'s commitment to defending Seoul and Tokyo was backed by the full range of capabilities, including nuclear. Woo! And war drills for aggression would not rein in Pyongyang, but would rather bring a more serious, realistic, and inevitable threat upon themselves. The U.S. will be well aware that it is gambling, for which it will certainly regret. But at some point, Chinese interests will prefer exerting pressure on Pyongyang rather than face a more strategically united U.S., South Korea, and Japan. I don't think China cares, especially as they're on the brink of likely invading Taiwan on the not-so-distant horizon. So that'll be an interesting scenario. If you guys found anything interesting, again, like, comment, and subscribe.